Hey everybody. I just thought it would be really cool to take a picture of, I'm out here at Pentagon City in Washington, D.C. And I thought it'd be really cool, just, there's nobody here at, I guess it's 4 o'clock something in the morning, nobody around. So here's Pentagon City right behind me. And then let's see, the Ritz-Carlton is right there. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Let's see. Ritz-Carlton. Oh, there you go. And Matchbox. So I thought it'd be interesting to see, having one of these walkabout kind of videos that I do in the middle of the night, because I'm craving a Diet Coke. You're not going to get any worldly advice from me or political commentary or anything like that, just in the middle of the morning. So I'm just going to try to see if I can get a drink, because I really need the caffeine. And at the same time, I just, thought it'd be an eerie kind of video, just to kind of watch me go around in the middle of the night when there's nobody in a major mall in America. So let's see how far we can get and find these vending machines, because I'm just dying for a Diet Coke here. Who knows, the escalator I'm going down here might be an up escalator, but it's not powered up, so we're not going to worry about it. I had a weird night. I was doing some work at a concierge desk on my part-time job for Saturday nights, and I was sleeping over at a friend's, and I just woke up smack in the middle of the night. And normally I'm writing something, or I'm doing a video blog, something that constantly constantly, keeps me going. I mean, usually I'm only sleeping 4 or 5 hours, or something like that. And this time I didn't have my laptop to turn to, and I couldn't write anything for Change and Evolve. So instead of doing that, I'm taking a walk in a well-lit mall. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this outside. Just kind of a change of pace. Sometimes, doing these things where you're just kind of by yourself and, nobody's around is really cool. There's a saying that I came across one time, which was, greatness is what happens when no one's looking. And I love that saying, because, a lot of these times when I'm doing these walks, right, I'm by myself. There isn't anybody around. And, in that process, I've been, building myself up mentally and thinking about things. So even this nothing video, which I started out thinking I'm not going to do any particular topic, is actually turning out to be about something. Jeez, this is like a freaking Seinfeld episode. So the episode about nothing. So in actuality, this is the quality time that I spend a lot of the times with myself. And, there is some greatness in being able to walk around and gather your thoughts, and it's quality time with myself. And I think this is freaking amazing. So, I know this is probably going to be boring for most people, but try it sometime. I'm loving this. So I'm going to pause for a second so I can get a drink. I need it. Hang on. All right, so it turns out that while I was trying to get my drink, I didn't really have anything to break up the money I had. I had 10s and 20s, and I didn't have dollar bills. So nix that idea. Soda machine isn't going to work. Plan B, go to a Harris Teeter, hope it's open 24 hours a day, and I can actually get something. Let me move over to where there's light. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, so I mean, greatness you know, greatness happens when no one's looking. And a lot of times, I mean, I've had those periods in my life where something similar happened. I remember, you know, when I was a teenager, when I was in Israel, there were times when I would miss the only bus to get home, you know, from soccer practice. Like after school, there were buses, but then like later in the day, there'd be like one bus at, you know, 4 o'clock or whatever in order to get home. Or sometimes I get out of school early and, you know, there's no bus home. I get suspended. And so I try to get home, no bus, you know, this is in the middle of the freaking desert, and I had to walk it, you know, it's like an hour and a half, I guess. It was a long walk. So, you know, a lot of times, like during those walks, you know, I was building my mind, and I kind of forgot about that, you know. It's like these days, you know, or at least before I started getting into shape, you know, I wasn't doing these kinds of walks, but now I'm finding the value in it, because at the same time that I'm walking and talking, my mind is taking building blocks and it's building on itself, and it's becoming stronger. So I do value these times alone, and I do value the fact that that I feel this great strength that I'm building by spending time with myself. And so going back to, I guess, what's going to be the theme of this video is that greatness happens when no one's looking. Don't be afraid to spend time with yourself. I mean, you know, who better than to spend time with yourself and cherish that time? You know, very often we think that we constantly have to be in action mode. We don't. You know, having that whole process of acknowledgement and assimilation, you know, a lot of people just skip over to the action. And so having to be able to get into the acknowledgement and the assimilation and not constantly be in the action mode, you know, having this kind of time to think is a very valuable time for yourself. So I guess I'm going to pause this once again as I go into the Harris Teeter, try to get a drink, and maybe I'll continue or maybe I'll stop this. I don't know. Thanks. All right, so here I am in the Harris Teeter, continuing my hunt for some caffeine. I guess at this point I'm really gonna finish the video, because otherwise I'm just bullshitting. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for watching, and till next time, thank you, bye.